You've got a block of code. So let's say I have a code to find like the factorial of a number or the square root of a number. It's possible that in future again, I'll find maybe the square root of 2, I can find the square root of 20, I can find the square root of 100 or factorial with different type numbers. So I keep this block of code for myself so I can reuse it, right? One approach of creating that usability is to use functions. So in this particular case, we want to create our function, and the nature of it, the way the functions the structure of it, or the way they are declared is what you have the return type. In this case, we're going to have a return type of integer. Then we just want to say square number. That's just the name that we are giving it, right? Square num, that's the name we are giving it, right? That's the function name. And then also we want to take a parameter which is of type what? Integer. That is, maybe that integer is going to be what? Num. We're just declaring that we have expecting a number. We have a function that we are expecting to take a number, and we are going to make use of the number. That's all we are saying at this point. That comes before this. So you can use short int if you want. Yeah. Sorry? Yeah, you can use short int, and then we'll save it as a 2 bytes for you. Yeah. Okay, so now we've just said expect a function that we're going to use. Now let's tell what the function does. We're going to define it outside here. Outside here, right? So what was the name? It was where we defined there. Let's get it back up. There it is. So outside the main function, then we have that. So let's open and close, and then we define it. So we just give it what it does, right? So we're just going to say it returns something. So in there, let's say int results, right? And what is results going to say? Maybe results is equal to the num times the num. We compile to see whether we need to return something. So because it's expecting something to be returned. So let's return square num. So now we are returning square num. At the moment, what did we miss?
You can bracket something in the main function.
The main function.
There's an extra bracket.
There's something I'm missing. Let me have it.
Line 47.
Yeah.
Which extra bracket are you?
The end of the function of 47.
Oh, sorry. There we are. Right. We intend to return the results, not the function. Okay. So we've got that, and we at the moment in the driver function. So when the code starts running, it's just going to run it from here. In the driver function, there is no call or reference to this particular function. So we just go into the driver function to say we want to print out a number. So let's take maybe this integer value, and we are going to square it. So we square x. And in here, we also have to have, we want to have an integer called results. Remember, this one has s, the other one doesn't have s. So we take that return value, and we are going to store it in this variable called results. So we can actually print out the results at this point. Let's make it easy for ourselves, and then say we're printing out results, and we're printing out results is equal to results. Just to let you understand a particular concept, right? Let's see what we missed, semicolon. Okay, at the moment we take what? The number, which was 5 and then 25. I just have to print out a new line for this to make. So you saw the 25 anyway, right? So all we've done at this point is what? We've created a function that takes a number and then it what? It multiplies the number by itself. Yeah? And then it prints it out to us. So we've got results of 5 times 5 equals 25. That's all we have at the moment. So we want to do something special. We want to see the difference between these results here. Okay? If I make this results, if I make this result and I make this also result and I run it, I begin to have some issues. Where is the issue? For example, result was not difficult. No, that we're not even done yet. At the moment, there's no issue there. Yeah? Because this result here belongs to this particular scope, more or less, right?
Yeah.
And then we have another result that we've declared in here. So let's get rid of that result from there. I'm going to copy it.
Okay, this one is complicated.
Let's do something. Yeah. So T comes later. Right. So here we are with this result, and we've gotten rid, we want to get rid of this result here. For a variable to be used, it must be declared first. Remember? So let's run it again. We begin to get some error saying result was not declared. Now, this particular function was declared at this point, right? The function doesn't know this result, which is defined in the scope of the main function, because this result is local to the main function. Before, this result was local to the square number function, and that result, the other one, is local to the square number function. So even though they have the same name, because they belong to different classrooms, is okay. Yeah? So we want to make this accessible to everyone. So I just comment this out. In order to make it accessible to everyone, I decide to make this global, and hopefully there'll be no errors this time. Because what? Everyone can look at it. The scope of this is within the same scope. Then you have one block, zoom out. Another block, zoom out. This result is visible to the main function. It's also visible to the square num function. Does that make sense? So the reference I was making earlier, I'll stop recording here.